What's going on, everybody? Libby O here at this week's pitch meeting. We've got our featured artist, Joe Robinson, here with us, who just mentioned that this used to be a street that he lived on in Nashville.
Yeah, I used to live down here in Germantown. It's great to be back in this neck of the woods.
I love it. So you're an acoustic guitarist, and you just released your cover of What a Wonderful World. Talk about that and why you chose that as your next single.
Well, I've been putting out a lot of songs on YouTube especially, and sharing them on streaming services as well, at one every 2 weeks actually. So it's kind of like a constant stream of releases for me right now. And over the course of the last couple of years, I've been playing live stream concerts every week. I started that during the pandemic, and it's been just a wonderful way to connect with new fans all over the world. And one of the beautiful parts about that is finding great songs that people can connect with, and that's one of the greatest songs of all time, I think. So it's a beautiful melody, and it's something that connects with folks from all over. So I enjoy coming up with unique guitar arrangements of classic songs like that.
What's another that you have in mind that you might release later, if you're able to share?
Well, there's so many. I have a goal of creating 52 unique guitar arrangements this year, so one every week, and I've done probably 10 or 12 so far, so I'm a little behind, but I have a lot of great classic songs. To tell you the truth, one of the services I want to do for the guitar community is give people great arrangements to play of classic songs. And there's a lot of songs that I feel like there's not a solo guitar arrangement that ticks all the boxes for me. So if you take a song like Tears in Heaven, I created a solo guitar arrangement of that recently. And that's one of the songs that inspired me to play guitar. And of course, Eric Clapton's version is stellar, and it's so beautiful. But for guitarists who want to play an instrumental arrangement of that song, I came up with a version that I think is really fun to play, and lots of people are playing it out there and tagging me, and it's just a nice thing to share with the world, encourage people to play great songs, and I enjoy arranging them like that. So.
Of course, well, they're all awesome, and it's like you started your own community, which is really cool. And I see where you also teach classes, so that's also kind of tying in, your goal to put new arrangements out there. For sure.
Yeah, I enjoy teaching. I've always taught a little bit, and out on the road. Prior to 2020, I was playing 150, 200 shows a year consistently, and I would always be playing workshops in different cities and going to colleges and schools and talking to students. And I've always enjoyed that, and over the last couple of years I've been focusing more on online teaching. I have a new site I just launched called InvisibleTechnique.com, and I created a masterclass on acoustic guitar recording. So if anyone wants to learn stereo miking techniques, and it's a very in-depth series. There's over 100 tutorial videos teaching you how to mix and master and record a song. And so that's my latest instructional product. But I have a number of best-selling courses on the Udemy platform teaching people how to play fingerstyle guitar, and those are a big success with over 10,000 students. So it's been really fun to just share my love of learning and getting better on the instrument, because it's music's changed my life. It took me from growing up in the middle of nowhere in Australia. We got hot water in 2001. That's a true story.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
and I came over to Nashville when I was 18, so I've been here for 12 years now. Yeah, it's a great music community here, and I love that I'm here tonight at this pitch meeting, hanging with some great, super talented musicians, and it's wonderful.
Well, last question for you before you get to your set. What was it like rehearsing with the pitch meeting band today? You're known for your real-time acoustic arrangements, so talk about that and what you're looking forward to for tonight.
Well, I'm looking forward to just jamming with the band. I mean, they're all wonderful musicians, and during the rehearsal we held back a little because we didn't want to be too loud. We didn't want to be a lot of. When I play with an ensemble like this, a lot of the music is improvisation based, so you want to leave room for some creativity. You don't want to just spoil. You don't want to spoil the magic. Yeah, exactly, during a rehearsal. So I'm looking forward to just seeing what happens. I play solos so often, so when I get to collaborate with other musicians, I really enjoy that. And of course, this is a super band with keys and background vocals and great rhythm section, and Mike Cannon playing great guitar, and so it's gonna be a blast. Not gonna make it though. We're not gonna make it.
know, like, I don't even know where to begin. You were amazing.
Thank you. It was a blast up there. Too much fun. It was so great playing with the horns and the background vocals.
Yeah.
They all did such a great job. They created a unique horn arrangement for the tunes. It was so great. I was blown away. What a blast.
What did you love about the spontaneity of working with the band there and just, I mean, going for it, you know?
Well, I really like Erik's leadership, and I like how he makes the audience feel like something's really special's happening, because it is. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be special, and it takes everyone being intentional, and it takes a leader like that to make it a special moment. And yeah, it was just too much fun.
It looked like a lot of fun. You did play 2 guitars at once,
Uh-huh.
and just talk about like how long that took you to figure out what inspired you to go for that. What you said, party trick.
Yeah, well, I remember the first time I did that. You know, I've toured a lot as a solo performer, and for a long time I was just solo acoustic. But I love playing electric guitar too, and I wanted to bring that into my show. So I started doing a little bit of looping, where I loop the acoustic and then play some electric over the top, and do some more jazz-oriented things on electric guitar solo. And I was on stage at the Beachland Ballroom in Cleveland, Ohio one time, which is a really cool, funky old venue. It was where the Black Keys played their first gig.
Oh, nice.
And I was on stage, and the crowd was going for it. And I started the loop down with my acoustic, and I picked up the electric, and I was like, wonder what was going to happen if I just kind of played a groove in E minor and just kind of see if and I literally came up with it on stage, which I've just kind of refined it a little over time. And when I walked in today, there was a fellow who said he saw me somewhere a few years ago, and he's like, man, are you going to play the 2 guitars at once? And I was like, okay, I have to now.
You have to.
So.
Well, you killed it. Talk about the song Reputation for a second, because it was one that was really special to you, and it was obviously awesome. So.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Reputation is a song from my 2019 album, Undertones. And I wrote that with my friend Jason Estridge, who's an incredible artist and vocalist, sings background vocals with a lot of people here in town. And I just went to Jason's studio, and he's a real R&B maestro, and I love to live in that world a little bit as well. So we just kind of started jamming on this groove, and it became Reputation. You know, it's a story about a girl, and it's something that I think a lot of people can relate to, and yeah, it's Reputation.
Well, thank you for joining us for Pitch Meeting. You definitely helped us all escape, I feel like. So thank you so much for being here and being our featured artist. People can follow you, Joe_Robinson.
Yeah, on Instagram, it's Joe_Robinson. I'm on YouTube. I'm quite active on YouTube these days. Just Joe Robinson on YouTube. And also Facebook. My website is joerobinson.com. And if any guitar players out there want to take any of my courses, joerobinson.com/courses. And that's where you can find me.
Thank you so much, Joe. Follow us, Pitch Meeting and Pitch Studios, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. See you next week.